Hi everybody, I'm KHOU Meteorologist Pat Cavlin here with a quick update on the flooding situation that's happening to the north of the city of Houston. We'll take you to the East Tex Freeway first. This is over the San Jacinto River, and you can see that river is getting pretty close to the top here. So we do have a flood warning in effect for this portion of the San Jacinto River. And notice a yellow box there that indicates that flooding is possible as we go through the next day or two as rain continues to fall upstream. So even though it may not be raining here, rain's falling upstream and then flowing down the river, and that's why that river level continues to increase. A little further up the road, up towards Caney Creek, this creek is now out of its banks at FM 2090. So we've got this huge river flood warning that's in effect for this area. This goes until 1:30 on Friday. So that creek expected to stay out of its banks at least for the next few days. Back over towards the west, we've got three creeks that are out of their banks. We've got Mound Creek at FM 362, 3 Mile Creek at Joseph Road, Mill Creek at 1486. These are already again out of their banks. You actually have a new one added here. I'll have to check on that one later, but bottom line, flooding a concern where the rain keeps coming down. Farther down to the south where it's not raining, we've got two creeks that we're watching. Made Creek at Greenhouse Road and Langham Creek at Clay Road. Both of these flow into the Addicks Reservoir, and the markers there do indicate that flooding is possible. But the good news is that as we look downstream from the Addicks Reservoir here, all of these green boxes indicate flood gauge sensors along the Buffalo Bayou. So notice they're all in the green, so we're not expecting flooding through the energy corridor as you get towards Memorial and into River Oaks and Rice Military. But we'll keep an eye on these here as we go through the next few days as more water keeps flowing downstream. Over towards Lake Houston, the top of the spillway, water is now flowing over the top of the spillway at the dam. The good news is that downstream from that, notice the flood sensors both in the green here, so we're not expecting any flooding. There's no flood warnings in effect there. And then as we just take a look at the rest of the city here as a whole, all within inside the Beltway, everything in the green, so flooding not a concern for the city of Houston at the moment. Let's time out the rain here as we go through the rest of the day. We are expecting the focus to turn more from areas north and west towards the city and the coast later today. I would say around 3, 4, 5 o'clock is when downpours, maybe even a few thunderstorms start to become a possibility here for the city and coastal areas, and that will persist through about 8 or 9 p.m. before we get a break. Next round comes in around midnight to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning for the city. The good news, though, this looks fast moving. We'll get that batch in and out of here by about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. The heaviest then starts to move out towards Beaumont and Port Arthur, and we'll just be left with a few showers here through, I would say, sunrise. 7:30, though, is when I think things will start to improve. And finally, we get towards some drier weather with even a few breaks of sunshine as we get into Thursday. Next shower chance then comes in Friday evening, and the weekend looks great. We're going to have another update coming up for you at the top of the 2 o'clock hour. We'll see you then, and we'll also see you later this afternoon on TV on the 411.